Why you need to stop watching red pill content. Let's get into it. When I say red pill content, I mean more so like red pill podcasts that push that narrative of division, men versus women division narrative. So for example, Fresh and Fit, we all know them. Now the reason I say mainly those podcasts that push that division is because they fall into the trap, into the matrix of it, that dividing the masses. They fall into that matrix. What the elites want, the devil wants, because the elites are governed by the devil, right? But let's not get too deep. I know I might get too deep for some of y'all, but basically they're falling into that trap. Myron is a big advocate for not getting married. He is doing the devil's job, promoting and never getting married. He says sleep with at least 50 women before you settle down. How can you settle down properly when all you've done is train yourself to hit and quit, hit and quit, hit and quit? And by the time you hit 50 women, average guy to hit 50 women, can you imagine how hideous that quality must be? By the time they get to 50 women, bro, maybe 49 of those women were dead things, like clapped. Or even if they were sexy, but they were like, by their soul would be rotten because they've been so ran through, and they have normal pair bonding, they have normal wifey characteristics, normal, I don't even know, bro. They're basically like a good-looking zombie, bro. They're a good-looking zombie. On the inside, they're dead almost, but they still look like a baddie on the outside. That's a big reason why I say stop watching or limit it. And if you watch it, you can watch it sometimes for entertainment purposes. I used to love those guys. I used to watch them. Does Myron speak some facts? Of course he does. But I'd say only about 65% of the stuff he says I agree with. Because a lot of the stuff that he says, sleep with at least 50 women. At least 50 women? 50 women? 50? That's crazy. Another reason also you need to stop watching or limiting it is simply because you end up inheriting someone else's trauma. Some of the guys that are watching this content, a large amount of them have never even been in a relationship. Some of them have never even been cheated on. So now you're inheriting someone else's trauma from being cheated on, and you've never even been in a relationship. Some of you ain't even had your first kisses yet because you're 16, you're 15, you're still young. A lot of young kids watch this. I was watching this fresh out of high school, which means people in high school are watching this. So there's men, a whole generation of men that are watching this, inheriting someone else's trauma, and now you're going into the real world. Now you're going into the real world thinking, bitches ain't shit. Nah, fuck bitches, no hoes are loyal. If I'm not a millionaire, that's it, I'm screwed for life. Things like that, you're inheriting that mindset, and that's bad. That's bad because you have to remember that message Myron pushes and a lot of these other red pill content creators push, it doesn't apply for everywhere. You have to keep in mind your location. Like for example, I live in Australia, in Brisbane, Australia. Hypergamy is not on steroids like in Miami. So where they live, Miami, because Miami is just full of eye candy. It's full of almost basically prostitutes. It's full of prostitutes and OnlyFans models and gold diggers. So of course you're gonna run into way more bad quality women in terms of finding a wife. You know what I mean? So of course they're gonna adapt that mindset. But you gotta remember, you might be in a small town in freaking Iowa or Idaho, wherever you are, might be wherever you are, right? Where hypergamy is not on steroids like that. And now you're living with this mindset of, if I'm not a millionaire, I'm screwed. If I'm not making 6 figures, I'm screwed. I'm never gonna get a girl. Or if I do, she's gonna cheat on me. So you might actually be living in a whole different country or different area that doesn't have the same values as Miami, You could be in a small town. You could be in a whole different country that still has ingrained Christian values, right? So there's more wifey material type girls. But then here you are with this mindset that you've got from someone else who's been hurt just based off their bad personal life experiences. They've adopted this mindset of, before I settle down with a girl, I must sleep with 50 women, train myself to not literally be able to be satisfied by one woman, and then finally settle down. How does that work, huh? How does that work? So before you adopt their mindset, you really gotta sit down and look at your situation, look at what you value, So for example, for me, I come from a Christian household, an African household. I'm African. We believe in marriage. I still believe in marriage to this day. obviously, to me, I don't see a bigger purpose in life than getting your life together, becoming the best version of you as a man, so that you can attract the best possible wife you can attract that has similar values as you, and then you produce a family, you procreate and create a nice, happy family, and you create future generations. I don't see a lot of things that can beat that. Hedonism, fucking a bunch of hoes, piling up your body count, that shit's never gonna fulfill you, bro. Trust me. I know. It doesn't look like it, but I know. Even me growing up as a little horny motherfucker, I understand that, yeah, eventually, sex, parties, whatever it is that you're into. So yeah, just remember that. So overall, man, I just want to remind you, whatever you watch, just remember, it's their life. It might not apply to yours. So remember to actually be self-aware enough and not be, going around acting like there's no more good girls left. When if you become a better man, you'll be able to attract a better girl. You know what I mean? For me, I'd say my goal is to become the best version of myself, to get closer to God, so that I can attract a godly woman, you know what I mean? To get in the best shape of my life so that I'm more attractive. To become the best version of me financially, spiritually, emotionally, everything else that matters as a man, right? So that I can attract the best possible wife. Now, do I see where Myron comes from when he tells men to not get married? Of course I do. The politics of marriage are far from fair. Of course, they do not favor men at all. And I can see why he does that. But me, I believe in marriage from a biblical perspective. I'm a Christian, well, struggling Christian, but I'm still gonna get married, because what's more beautiful than creating your own family, bro? What's more beautiful than becoming the best version of you and finding a suitable wife and then creating your own family, becoming a father? And the kids do best in two-parent households. So why would you want a bunch of side chicks? You can be better, man. You can be better. So overall, man, just remember, have your own identity. Don't adopt someone else's mindset that's based off their life decisions. Maybe they're cuffed a hoe who had been ran through by the football team, and then obviously she cheated on them, duh. And now they're heartbroken for life, and they're like, you can't trust hoes. No. Remember to always have sound decisions, have your own decisions, always be self-aware, always analyze the situation, always have your own identity, and think for yourself. Think for yourself, okay? That's all for the video. I hope you got some value out of this. Put your thoughts in the comments below. What are your thoughts on the Red Pill movement so far? What was your turn-offs, and what was the good side? Of course, there's a good side. Put your comments down below, start a discussion. That's what we want. We want an active community over here. Like and subscribe. Be safe. Peace.